Hello students, in this class I will explain about the valence bond theory of coordination compounds. Valence bond theory. So valence bond theory in the coordination compounds is play a very important role. Okay, in order to understand nature of bonding, there are many scientists proposed different theories. Out of that, the very important theories are valence bond theory, crystal field theory and ligand field theory. So in this class we are going to discuss about the valence bond theory. So very firstly, according to this theory, what are the things we have to understand is some assumption regarding to the valence bond theory we need to understand. So the main assumption of this theory will be the ligand metal in a coordination complex is covalent in the nature. What they are telling, metal and ligand, the bond between the metal and ligand is of covalent in nature. Second thing is the central metal ion in the complex makes the available number of empty orbital for the formation of coordination bond with the ligand. So there should be a empty or vacant orbital in the metal in order to form the coordinate covalent bond with the ligand. So the number of empty orbital made available for this purpose is equal to the coordination number of central metal atom. So for example, if the central metal make only 4 vacant orbitals in order to form 4 coordinate covalent bond with the ligand, then the coordination number of the metal is 4. Next, if the metal make a 6 vacant orbital in order to form a 6 coordinate covalent bond with the ligand, then the coordination number of metal will be 6. So the appropriate atomic orbital sp and d of the metal hybridized to give a set of equivalent hybrid orbitals of definite geometry such as square planar. In the, if you are talking about the coordination number 4, a coordination number 6, see s orbital, a p orbital, a d orbital combined together to form a different set of hybrid orbitals. So here what it is going to happen, if the coordination number 4 is there, so there are 2 types of hybrid geometry we are going to see, that is square planar or tetrahedral. So if coordination number 6 will be there, then octahedral will come. So if coordination number 4 is there, then there are 2 structures I said. So based on that, what you are going to get? Based on that, you are going to get a 2 different hybridization. One is sp3 for tetrahedral, for octahedral dsp2 for a square planar. So now for coordination number 6, directly it will be for only one is there, that is octahedral. For this only there are 2 possible hybridization will come. One is sp3 d2 and another one is d2 sp3. Okay. Based on the valence bond theory, we need to solve some problems. Very firstly, we will be having the problem, that is FeCN 6 hexacyanoferrate complex we are having. So see the central metal atom, which is the central metal atom, iron is the central metal atom. So Fe is a central metal atom that you write. Cn is the ligand. Which type of ligand? It is a unidentate. It is a unidentate negative ligand. Calculate the oxidation state of this. So Fex plus 6 into minus 1, that is equal to minus 3. X minus 6 is equal to minus 3. X is equal to 6 minus 3, that is 3 we will get. Okay. Now see, according to valence bond theory, how to write this? Very firstly, we need to understand which is the central metal atom. Iron is the central metal atom. What is its atomic number? 26. Writes its electronic configuration: argon 3d6 4s2. Okay, so you can write as like this also. you can write like this. Write their electrons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 3d orbital. 4s is 2 electrons are there. 4p 0 will be there, that also you write. Okay, 4p. So 3d, 4s, 4p. Now we know that this is for iron atom. Okay, we know that Fe, for Fe 3 plus we have to do, because here oxidation state of iron is 3. So for Fe 3 plus it will become argon 3d 5, because this 2 electron and here 1 electron will be removed. Clear? So based on that also we have to write this. See, 3d 5 only, 4s will be 0, again 4p will be 0. Okay, so we already know what are strong field ligand and weak field ligand. So for example, if you are talking about the strong ligands, donor site will be carbon, nitrogen should be there. Okay, so that is called as a strong ligand. So if you are talking about example of this, will be like CN is there, NH3 is there, and CO. These are the strong ligand. Okay, so CN is a strong ligand here. So what you will do? So here the pairing of electrons will be takes place in the d orbital. Okay, so that is in the next step we will be doing. So 3d first you draw, 3d 5 only is there. So you just draw as all the single electrons you write 5, 4s will be 0, 4p also 0. Okay, now the complex is Fe Cn 6 3 minus. For this how we are going to do? See, here what we are going to do, as usually we are going to take this one, but I already told Cn is a strong ligand. So what it is going to happen? So pairing of electron will be takes place. If strong ligands are there, pairing of electron will takes place in the d orbital of central metal atom. Okay, if weak field ligand is there, as usual we have to write. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if a strong field ligand is there, pairing will be takes place. If weak field is there, then as usual you have to write. Now here Cn is a strong field ligand, so we are going to do pairing. So here 2 vacant orbital we have got now. So in the D, okay, 3d, 4s, 4p. Now how many ligands you have? 6 ligands, cyanides, 6 ligands are there. They can donate 1 electron pairs. It can donate an 1 electron pair. So what we are going to do now? See, you are going to fill it in the empty orbitals of 3d, 4s and 4p. See here 1, 2, 1, 2. Because one pair means 2 electrons will be there. So like this we are going to do. So where actually you did, that is the hybridization of that particular complex. So where you did in a D2 you have taken, S you have taken and P3 you have taken. What is the hybridization? D2 sp3. Since this complex utilized the inner d orbital, this d orbital only they have used, so it is called as a inner orbital complex, or you can say low spin complex. Low spin means here only they have used, that's why. Okay, so next so since D2 sp3 is there, hence what it is going to happen, the structure will be octahedral. Okay, now here you can see one unpaired electron is there, so due to presence of unpaired electron this complex will be paramagnetic. Clear? So this is something about the application. Based on this you can do the many other problems. So now I will be taking one example for the weak field ligand, when weak field ligand is there in the octahedral complex. See, for the weak field ligand I will be writing COF6 3 minus complex ion. So we know that what is this? Cobalt hexafluoridocobaltate. Okay, so CO is the central metal atom and F is the ligand, that too unidentate negative ligand. Okay, here fluorine is a weak ligand. On what basis you are going to say? In the weak ligand, we know that all the halogens are weak field ligand, and oxygen is a donor atom. If the donor atom is oxygen, sulfur, then you can say they are weak ligand, and even halogens are also weak ligands. Okay, in the weak ligand, in the previous example I said, if strong ligand will be there, then in the 3d orbital there is a pairing of electron will be takes place, like this pairing will be takes place. If weak ligand is there, then there is no pairing as usual. If unpaired electrons are there, then that unpaired electron will be remain as such. Clear? So now let me discuss this problem. So what is the atomic number of cobalt? Atomic number of cobalt is 27. So CO is equal to 27. Based on that, you just write the electronic configuration AR 3D 7 4s 2. So how we are going to draw this? 3D 7 4s 2 4p 0. So what is the oxidation state of cobalt? Just to do it, X plus 6 into minus 1. So here also minus 3, that is plus 3 will be coming. So what you are going to do? See, for CO3 plus, what you are going to do? Argon 3D 6 it will come. Okay, 3 electrons will be removed, 2 plus 1 electron will be going to remove. Clear? So how you are going to write? 3D 6 only. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now 4s will be empty and 4p will be empty. And I told fluorine is a weak field ligand, so there is no pairing of electrons will be there. So here 3d 4s 4p. Now how many vacant orbitals are there? 1 2 3 4 is there. Still we need, so outer d orbital we are going to take. Why? Because here there is no pairing and there is no vacant orbital. If it is pair, then what it is going to happen? 2 vacant orbital we are going to get, but here due to weak field ligand there is no pairing, hence what it is going to happen, we have to use the outer d orbital. So when we are using outer d orbital, this type of complex are called as a outer orbital complexes, or you can say high spin complexes. Clear? So now draw this one 4D. Okay, for the CO F6 complex, 3 minus complex, how you are going to do? This one unaffected, you are not going to change anything as usual. How it is that, like that only you have to do simply. Then you have to fill the electrons of 4s, 4p and 4d. Electron you need to fill in this. Okay, so how many electrons are there? How many electrons we are having? 6 electron pairs we are having. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. 4s we have used, 4p we have used, 4d we have used. So what is this? sp3d2. So in s1 we have filled, here in the p3, in the d2. So sp3d2 is there. So here there are 4 unpaired electrons are there. How much? 4 unpaired electrons are there. Hence this complex is called as a paramagnetic. Okay, next they used outer d orbital, hence it is outer sphere. I already told outer orbital complex, yeah, high spin. Okay, due to presence of sp3d2 hybridization, it is a octahedral complex. Octahedral geometry it will come. Clear? I hope you understand. For the octahedral complex, weak field ligand and also strong field ligand. Based on this, you can solve the examples. So in the previous examples, we have understand the coordination number 6. Okay. So now what we are going to do? We are going to understand the coordination number 4. For the coordination number 4, we are going to study. Okay. For the coordination number, as I already said, there are 2 possible hybridization is going to come. One is sp3, another one is dsp2. For the sp3 hybridization, which will come? Tetrahedral complex it will come. Tetrahedral. For this dsp2, square planar it will come. These are the geometry. Okay. So now let me see the examples one by one. So for the coordination number 4, one example, if you are taking nickel tetrachloride, we can take. Okay, so nickel NiCl4, this complex we are going to discuss now. So when you are talking about this, see, same as usual how you did in the octahedral, like that only we are going to do here. Like which is the central metal? Ni is the central metal and Cl is the ligand, that is a unidentate negative ligand it is. Okay, if you are finding the oxidation number of nickel, plus 2 it will come. Okay, so nickel, what is atomic number? 28. So atomic number will be 28, then electronic configuration will be argon 3d8 4s2. How we are going to do this? 3d8 4s2 and 4p 0. So 3d8 you fill first, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 4s. So nickel we already know, nickel 2 plus, then how it will be coming? 3d8 only it will come, 4s 2 electron will be removing. Okay, so here argon 3d8 only will be there. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So which type of ligand it is? I already told halogens are weak ligands, so pairing will be not there. For the NiCl4 complex, how we are going to do? Just leave as it is, don't touch the 3d orbital. So if unpaired electron is there, let it be, because weak field ligand, so this will be not get pair. So then our ligand will be filled in the 4s and 4p. So how many are there? 4 electron pairs can donate by Cl, so 4 orbitals can be used. So what is the hybridization? sp3. So due to sp3 hybridization, what it will come? Tetrahedral structure it will come, tetrahedral structure. Here 2 unpaired electrons are there, then it is paramagnetic. It is a paramagnetic complex. This is something about the nickel tetrachloride, okay, complex. So this contain a weak field ligand, hence what you are going to do, it will be paramagnetic and sp3 hybridization will come, tetrahedral geometry it is going to be come. Okay, so for the square planar complex we will be taking one example. For square planar we can take NiCN4 nickel complex. So here also 2 minus, so same atomic number is 28, so and it is having Ni2 plus. So do the same thing which you did in the previous example, because same example I have taken, same central metal atom, that is nickel. So 3d8 only will come, so 3d8 4s2 4p 0 4s 4p. Okay, next for nickel 2 plus, how you are going to do it? Only 3d8, not 4s. 4s 2 electron will be not there, 4p. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, here which type of ligand it is? Strong ligand, we already know in the previous examples we understand that. So what it is going to happen? Pairing will be takes place. So you can do this one for NiCN4 2 minus complex. What you are going to get? You will be getting like this. So pairing of electrons will be takes place. So one vacant orbital in the s and p you can draw like this. Now you can fill the ligand, 1 electron pair here, 1 more here, and 2 more will be in the p. So what is the hybridization? 3d 4s 4p. What is hybridization? dsp2. If dsp2 hybridization is there, then what geometry it will come? It will be square planar, and there is no unpaired electron, it is diamagnetic. Understood? So I hope all the 4 example for the coordination number 6, coordination number 4 you have understood. So here many exceptions are there that we have to understand by taking some examples. So let me have example. When we are talking about the chromium Cr NH3 6 3 minus complex, in this 3 plus complex, what it is going to happen? Cr is there. What is the atomic number of Cr? 24. So electronic configuration of the Cr, argon 3d4 4s2. Here 3 is there, it is a neutral ligand, so oxidation number of Cr will be 3. So for Cr 3 plus, how we are going to write? Argon 3d 3 electrons will be removed. Okay, so now in this case the central metal atom is having only 3 unpaired electrons. So how you are going to write? Say 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, this is a 3d. Here 4s 4p. Okay, 4s 4p. Now here you will be getting a confusion. Sir, NH3 you said already, like it is a strong ligand, so we need to pair these 3 electrons. Here 3 unpaired electrons are there. Can we do like this? So if you are doing like this, then what you are going to get? Like this you are going to get. So 3 vacant orbital you are going to get. So what we have to not do here, see, note, if in the d orbital 1, 2, 3 electrons are there, then we don't want to pair them. If 1 is there, then as usual will be there. If 2 electrons is there, no need to pair. 3 is there, then also no need to pair. If d4 is there, then there are 2 possibilities are there. One will be pairing of electrons will be takes place. 1 electron will be, see, if it is like this, 4 electrons, this electron will get pair, and 2 vacant orbitals it will be provided for the ligand. Okay, 1 2 3 4. So these 2 will be remaining. Another one is there, another one situation, if 4 electron is there, then there is no pairing will takes place. It will be as usual. Okay, so why it will be unpaired only, remain unpaired? Because if strong field ligands are there, then it will be pair, only one electron will get pair and make 2 vacant orbital. If weak field ligands are there, all the 4 electrons will remain unpaired, and this you should not use for the ligand pairing. Okay, so if weak field ligand is there, you should not pair first, and second thing is you should not fill any electron pairs of ligand. Instead of that, you should use the outer d orbital. Okay, that will be outer orbital complex it will come. Okay, it is for weak field ligand. Clear? So same, this problem is also of same only. See, if 1 2 3 electrons are there, it should be as usual, you should not pair any of the electron. Okay, let it be like this only, all the 3 electrons will be. So then what is going to happen, you will be having 2 unpaired electron, like vacant orbital. Then what you are going to do, you are just taking this ligands. What is the ligands? Ammonia ligands are there. Then for the Cr NH3 6 3 plus, what you are going to do, this d orbital which is having 2 vacant orbital, in that you are going to fill the 2 ammonia, and in S and in P3 you are going to use. Okay, how you are going to fill? See, here already 1 2 3 electrons are there, so your electron pairs of ligands. So what is the hybridization? D2sp3. So D2sp3 means what? D2sp3 means what it came? It is an octahedral geometry, and there is a 3 unpaired electrons, hence it is paramagnetic complex. Clear? So this type of things are also going to be come. Understood? So one more example we will take. So one more example is MnCl4 2 minus. So what is the oxidation state of Mn here? Mn 2 plus. Okay, Mn is having atomic number 25. So argon 3d5 4s2. Okay, Mn 2 plus, how much it will come? Argon 3d5 4s0. So draw this. 5 electrons will come here. So weak ligand, no need to pair. 4s0, 4p. Okay, 4s, 4p. For MnCl4, what you are going to do? From in the D we should not take anything, because we cannot have any vacant orbital. It is a completely filled only. In 4s we have to fill the one ligand pair, and here in the 3 we are going to fill 3. So it is the sp3. What is the geometry? Tetrahedral. Unpaired electron is 5. Okay, then it is paramagnetic. Clear? So these are the examples of coordination number 6, coordination number 4. Okay, you can have many more examples for the better understanding. Thank you.